I think Bill Pittman's here. Is that you, Bill? Are you here? Hi. Yep. Hello. Mhm. Okay, wait. Don't. For some, okay. We need to put this so people see it when they come in. I kind of want people to identify themselves, Bill, because I'm looking for. Uh, If you just typed in Bill, I'll have your private show here. A couple minutes. I'm getting there. Okay. I'm trying to learn how to organize my computer screen right now. Come on. If you're here watching, would you please type in? If you're here watching, would you please type in? I think you're here, Bill, but that could be from last night. Okay. Kind of done with that. Okay. Oh, that didn't help. What's this? Nope. Oh, that was not a big help at all. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I lost all contact of. I tried something and that did not work. So I have to go there. I'm trying to figure out ways to move my windows around so I can have several windows to get my audience up, and way I can get people to give me ideas too to make fun of. Oh, I gotta extend. I gotta make it big. The only way to get to it easily. My channel. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was from last night. Please type in. I'm looking for 18 and older. If you don't type in, I don't know if you're watching me for sure. Please type in. I'm looking for 18 and older. If you don't type in, I don't know if you're watching me for sure. Drone, not bird, huh? Who are you for? Just because this isn't political and everything's locked up. Who do you want to vote for office? Do you want? Who are you for? Just because this isn't political. You for Hitler? Everything's locked up. Who do you want to vote for office? Do you want? For Hitler? The neo-Nazi Foundation. Is that what you're for? 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 The neo- Is that what you're for? Oh, I know, Shar. You're gonna go look at yeah, or Jason. You guys are both. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna join the radical Muslims and not go to their country and help radicalize everybody you can to be your slaves, right? And if you can't radicalize them and you can't make them your slaves, you're gonna get them to blow you up. Yeah, repub Trump. I agree with that. If you were to make like burger out of them and I eat people, I would be like so vomited and so sick I couldn't flush it down the toilet. I'd have to put it in a safer container than nuclear waste. I would be like so vomited and so sick I couldn't flush it down the toilet. I'd have to put it in a safer container than nuclear waste. And that's just ground Trump. Can you imagine what it shits like that everything down the way has to deal with? And that's just brown Trump. Can you imagine what it shits like that everything down the way has to deal with? Yep. Well, what do you think about Cruz? Just because? Yep. Well, what do you think about Cruz? Just because? Well, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Otherwise, you and Jason will get your private show. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Otherwise, you and Jason will get your private show. Uh, I know. That I haven't. But the first time in my life last year, I saw a giant bee about that big, thereabouts, to compare it. And it was eating bees and all kinds of things, flying around my flowers. But I had a lot of flowers, I had a lot of bees, and it was eating bees. It would fly, capture it, land somewhere, and just devour it. They were black. It was eating bees. It would fly, capture it, land somewhere, and just devour it. And it's a type of common bee here. I looked into it. So because I had a lot of food for it, they moved in. And it's a type of common bee here. I looked into it. So because I had a lot of food for it, they moved in. Hey, Shar, is your mom here yet? Oh, we got 3 watching now. We got Shar. Is that your mom? Please type in. I prefer 18 and older. I'm waiting to get viewers to start my show. We got 3, so we might start going for it. Please type in 18 or older, or you're not welcome. We got 3, so we might start going for it. Please type in 18 or older, or you're not welcome. And this should be marked 18. But, yeah, I'm going to check that right now. And this should be marked 18. But, yeah, I'm going to check that right now. I'm going to check that. I want to make double sure that this video is marked 18. So, hang on. It's my account. So, we got 4 watching. I want to make double sure this is marked 18 because people aren't typing in. And I don't want to get in trouble with the cops or anybody else. We got 4 watching. I want to make double sure this is marked 18 because people aren't typing in. And I don't want to get in trouble with the cops or anybody else. And okay, I got 3 watching now. And yeah, I'll start the live show. Please type in. I'm Vulgar Eddie is a lot of the good way to know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll start the live show. Please type in. I'm Vulgar Eddie is a lot of the good way to know. Yeah. Okay, the foil hat. We'll get that foil hat coming up. Pamela, yes, I invited you. Over 18. Hi, well, live show coming up. So, we got a couple of new watcher, and I'm willing to put in my effort. So, we're going to talk about the rabbit wars. Yeah, the rabbit wars. They started with little fuzzy rabbits growing in the backyard. Yeah, they were so cute, and kids love them, like 4-H projects and things like that. And then they had to be eaten. And little kids didn't want to eat their little fuzzy rabbits. And the rabbits knew that. And so they began breeding, so you had to put them other places, like next to the pigs and next to the livestock. And they weren't there to hurt that. They knew they were being eaten, and they were so sweet and cuddly that they were rabbits and they could survive. And then when we got them next to other things, they started talking to them. Yep, and I'm going to turn my speaker down. Yep. And they started talking to them. And they got the cows to revolt. They got the pigs to take on their pens. Now, being that they were little cuddly, sweet little things in our living rooms and saw the TV set, saw the toaster, saw the oven, they learned they didn't have thumbs, so they couldn't operate it, and they were smart enough to know that nobody else could. But they knew they could start the wars, and they talked to like ants. They talked to spiders. They talked to cats. They talked to dogs. They talked to deer. They talked to birds. And then one day, they all got together, and it was not just one day, because one day to them is kind of like somewhere around that week it happens, we do our best. Like an Indian would say, I'll be there in 30 days. Well, to him, if he was 30 days late, that's on time because he was on foot and may have to travel halfway across the country. And 30 days late was on time. So, but that's another story about the Indians. So they got together with everything, and the ants started eating wires. The spiders, they started biting humans. And they knew that their kids and most animals were really respected. So they tried as much as they could to respect their kids. They bit humans. The mice so they wouldn't be noticed in people's houses they robbed. We'd carry their shit off and put it in piles because they learned that they could make explosives from us, but they knew they couldn't assemble certain things, so they took our remnants and carried it there and made piles and like barns or warehouses. They learned all kinds of things from us. They were so smart. And then one day it was that superior. It wasn't a cat. It wasn't a dog. It was a lot of their help. It was a rat. Yep. Came out of the toilet, had talked to bugs, people, had dealing with shit. It was a rat. It could survive just about anything. And it was sitting there behind this little girl that was just patting her bunny. Oh, sweet bunny. And the little girl know that rat was learning the keyboard, was studying it, and it knew it could probably get the computer on and talk without anybody knowing. Yeah, and that was the beginning of the rabbit wars. That's the beginning. And then when the computers got online, if they didn't like the government, they didn't want you to have power. No, they didn't like bomb us or attack us majorly. No, they sent in a few of their sacrifices, and like rats and mice and all kinds of things, birds. They just went for the main supply. They didn't like bomb it. No, they chewed through the wires. What? Man, there goes New York City. Yep. And they spent years studying this with psychotic helps like me. Yep. Psychotic. Oh, hey, at work. Okay. Bye, Pamela. If you want to leave, this is something I do. I want to talk about politics too, but the psychotic rabbits are going to take us on. Yep. I know because I had a psychotic rabbit. Yes. Yeah. So I got like vulgarity, and the rabbits took on the bugs, the ants, and then it came down to it. I ran out of beer in my house. I ran out of pot. I had food. Store that for the big emergency. Because I figure everybody's going to trade me what I want for my food supply. I'll get gold. I'll get all kinds of things. I'll get booze. I'll get drugs for just a little can, a little nibble. Yeah, but that's another story. So I ran out of booze. I ran out of pot, and I had to go out back to my storage locker. But there was a problem. There was birds. There was rabbits. There was deer. There was all kinds of things in the way for me to get there. And I went there. I went out there, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to disguise myself in human shit, which was probably a bad thing because they were at war with us. But I thought maybe my stink would drive them away. I wasn't sure. I thought about throwing fire, but then I've noticed other neighbors that did that. Their house didn't burn down, but uh, they got like weird things happen to them. Like they had a pet dog that always defended them and fought for them against everything, bugs, everything. They were an outstanding family. They didn't kill the dog. They found it wrapped up on the front porch in hanging, not hurt, but wrapped up in the Christmas lights. And we don't know how the animals did this with the mouths and things. Probably took them hours that night. Wrapped the poor dog upside down, tied it up in Christmas lights, and plugged it in. And there, we figure 6, 8 hours before anybody noticed. And this poor dog, and that's what the rabbits did to one of their traders. Yeah, that was just the beginning of the rabbit wars. Just the beginning. Other things, yep. Other things happened. Other things. Yeah. Well, I had to go out and get my drugs, and they were out back, and they weren't in a safe. I know they aren't buried. That's too hard to do. They're in my root cellar, and that's kind of below my garage, under the road, over by my next door neighbor's house. Because he's got the best drugs, the best beer, and I don't even tell him I have a way in. And Yeah, I'm below his house, and his house is nuclear proof and all kinds of things. But I got built below him, and he doesn't even know because I have the mineral rights, and it was my right to excavate, and I made it home base. So I got the mineral rights, and I have a way into his house. Wish he had young people that I could come join his parties with, but he really doesn't. He's one of those druggies. But I like his drugs; they're real good. I got the food stored there. Yep. And I have to get there because it's out by the garage underneath and things like that. And there's ants, there's spiders, there's mice, there's rats, there's deer. There could be cats, there could be dogs. I live in the city, so at least I don't have to deal with acres and acres of ants. But I got all kinds of things, and I decided to head out. I thought I would plead mercy, and I didn't know if they understood a white flag or not. So I got my dirty human underwear, real dirty, and it was white. Yes, the briefs. It was also the way it is. It was just really dirty, worn. I put it on the end of a stick, not a stick, but it was actually the broom handle because I didn't have sticks in my house and I didn't know what else to use because at least I could wash that off. So I taped it on the end of the broom handle and I stuck it out the door and I waved it. Well, a few minutes later, I didn't get attacked. There was like noise and this and that. And I heard neighbors yell, "They're attacking us with chemical warfare." And those were humans. So I stuck my head, I opened the window, which I don't very do, let them know that I'm home. And there was a bunch of dead animals, dead ants, everything. So and I waved the surrender flag, and I thought this would be a good start. I'll go help them. I'll go help them. We will set up a triage, and we'll make negotiation to return some of our human farmers that they enslaved for their productivity. And I went out and to go rescue them, carrying my white flag, and I got a Red Cross flag, and I put that on my front and back. I forgot that, but on front and back with a white flag, went out to rescue things. When I was out maybe 5 minutes, and everything I found, human, animal, bug, plant, was all dead or dying. No saving it. When the alarms, human alarms, animal alarms, everything went off. Everything. I found myself in the town alone. And I decided never to put my dirty underwear on the end of my broom and surrender again. Because either they met God, they met my underwear, I don't know, but they're all dead. It was, most of it was in seconds. They would smell or they would get in contact somehow. It was always downwind, that's why it was smell or something. Get in contact with it. A lucky one made it 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So now these days, I have toilet paper, yep, to hide, yep. That's also to blow my nose. No, I don't wipe my ass. I prefer the smell in the house. It keeps my underwear from smelling so much. Uh, I have water bottles that I recycle, and yeah, that one you used last night, it was about that full. And I have to go down and get my little, about a little over a quarter teaspoon of bleach and rinse it out real good. It's been cleaned and put a little over a quarter teaspoon of bleach and add water, and it'll be good for about a year. Safe, use it. It's not one I have other ones that I recycle every 3 months, and that's one of them. But that container needs to be bleached again. So that one's getting transferred. What else kind of garbage do I have in the room that I use? Ah, I used to be an avid fly tyer. Yep, fishing. That's something I've had from years ago. Nowadays, it's not worth as much, but for my memory and things, it's there. I got my trusty toothpaste. Yeah. I'll show you sometime I don't not my stash of food, but I got a stash of food here and a few other things. So I'm not sure who else here is. Yep, still there. Over Twin Bridges. Okay. Hey Pamela, do you have a request? I do a lot of vulgar. I'm for Bernie Sanders, and if that upsets you, just tell me I would like that. But over Twin Bridges, well, Pamela, I tried it over the Twin Bridges, and they arrested me for nudity and having sex in public. I was over them. We climbed up high, and we tried to make a video of it. But there was also another problem. We didn't have permits. We advertised at the locals. I don't want to get in trouble. We advertised in not appropriate locations. Yes. And if it wasn't so having to be politically correct and me going to prison for whatever, I would tell you where we advertised. But politically correct, I should not have been allowed within 100 feet of their property advertising this. I will say that. Like a Chuck E. Cheese. Okay? I guess Chuck E. Cheese is used a lot. Well, Chucky, I'm not Chucky. I'm Eddie. Creepy, but not a creep. Yeah, Bernie with the rabbits and birds. Yes. Yes. It's not just rabbits. The animals are going to get pissed off and stand up to us. At least I hope. And I do rabbit wars, and it's kind of popular in my video. Yeah, go Bernie. As far as I'm concerned, he's the best candidate. I like his values, and he's always been that way ever since the '60s. And that way, he may differ as to what gets done because he has to, and that's politics. It's called compromise. But yeah, go Bernie. Hillary was different than Bernie. We got pictures of Bernie in the '60s and '70s for the black activists and other things about Hillary. I was in the military, PFC page. I got out in 1987. We were going to war, so I wouldn't re-enlist, and they wanted me back in. And if Hillary were in office, not saying I would leave the country, but I wouldn't be in the military. I would leave. I wouldn't. I don't trust her enough to take orders when I'm in charge, when I'm running nuclear missiles, and I'm a PFC. Okay? And I'm a PFC, but they tell you in the military, it's the bottom guys that make the military. The top guys, they just run it. Oh, I got one for Trump. Oh, okay. He's not controlled by rabbits. Okay. Ah. Donald Trump is so scared of just women, one in particular. She's on Fox News. Her name's Megyn Kelly. He's so scared of her that he won't deal with her. What's he going to do about ISIS and other world leaders that have more blood and in their eyes than she does? I'm going to say it that way. I don't really like Fox News, but I really don't like the way he treats her. So I hope she has a really fucking smelly pussy. Nothing personal, ma'am. I don't wish to cut you down, but a really smelly pussy, just blood dripping out of your eyes, not to be made fun of, and like vampire teeth, because he's sucking the love out of this world. Let's drink his blood. Oh, we can't. We got to put it in a better facility than nuclear waste. It can't even be eaten by anything living on planet universe. God tried to dispose of Trump, could not. Had to put him on planet Earth. No better place. Yes, that is Donald Trump. No better place in the whole universe. I can't dispose of him. He's too toxic. So I sent Satan there. Well, here's your right hand man. His name is Donald Trump. Oh, not just go to commercial. They'll interrupt, they'll yell, they'll scream, everything. They will not let their opinion. Fox is opinion TV. Did you know that, Shar, did you know that you're better off on accuracy not watching Fox News on any news subject? Not any, but if you watch CNN, here's how accurate you are on subjects. According to the World Census, you watch Fox News and you don't watch basically any of those type of stations, everybody beats them, even the ones that don't watch Fox News. And we're on for another few minutes, and I'm going to shut down. It's Friday night. Got three watching. Pamela. IS rabbits. Oh. Sorry. ISIS killed their rabbits. They were soft and cuddly, and their kids loved them. And the kids were working with the animals to take over. And ISIS, being who they were, butt fucked the rabbits to death. ISIS rabbits. Yep. If you ever see a goat running down the way with a really bloody asshole, beware of terrorists. They're in the neighborhood. And it's running for its life. It's going to be sexually molested to death. And that's just a goat. I love goats. They gave me good milk. They produce good cheese. Yep. They do all kinds of things. I don't want to get into the vulgarity. I don't want the vulgar. Not unless it's like going to be for comedy and this crucifying anybody that doesn't believe their way or is sexually enslaving. I want to talk about that. Not right now. I'll bring that up for a special episode. Get a bunch of us there, not just yeah. Hey, sure. Is you Jason? You said you might have one of your friends here. Or your mom or something. Are they here? I know. Did you know that if Pamela and Shar, because you're both girls, if you were to go, if ISIS were to attack us, I would want to put you in the front line with a gun and body armor, because if they know you're female, they're scared to die, because if they die in war or anything to a female, they won't go to their marked place. So in a way, I'd put you in the front lines. And did you know if they see a naked female that's not their wife, under certain circumstances, they have to commit suicide within 24 hours? So we might have our naked routine too. I'll back you up. Oh, enough politics. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We got a request. Is okay, enough politics. Silly rabbits. We got it. Thank you for it, Pamela, for trying. So let's go to one of the other ones. I did last night. Week ago. That's coming. I know. I know. One of the old ones I did in the past. So, a refresher. Other day, I was broke, out of a job. I used to have people. I hired them. I had a big company, but I got in trouble. The federal government uh, came and confiscated my cooking equipment, my uh, out of state trucks, and things like that. They accused me of serving like hallucinogens and all kinds of things, of which they're probably right, but my lawyer told me not to admit to that. So I haven't at this time. And well, I was like on the phone with one of my trucks, and he's like, "I'm headed home. You got the stash?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we got the stash, but there's a problem." "What's the problem?" "Well, the last truck I sent out, he made the first delivery, and the whole town has problems. The hospital's overloaded, not from like psychotic conditions, but from injuries. People falling off the front porch, and they thought they were going to the bathroom. People trying to go to bed, and they wake up in their cistern. And they, oh, of all things, they have their phone like dangling there for them to call 911. They don't know how they got there, but they're in their cistern. We had another guy that ate our human breakfast, and he was supposed to deliver his truck 8 hours away in another state. He called on a slow boat to China, and apparently he is, along with other people, seeing UFOs. Uh, they're accusing me. Well, not me. The federal government. That's a long story short. They're accusing me of wreaking havoc and making an ultra-dimensional plane or something like that, or bringing UFOs. The Christians are running out of church in those areas, saying the demons are here, and they're heading to either their bunkers, to church, out of the country. Uh, the white supremacists, they don't know what to think. They really don't. They eat my food, or the supremacists, the racists, anybody that has like a psychological problem that way, uh, they're crawling around, cleaning up all the neighborhoods. They're picking up bottles and trash, going, "I need to change. I need some food." They've been. A friend of mine said his whole yard used to be full of his dog shit, and every neighbor complained. Well, he looked outside and he thought he had complaints about the neighbors, complaining about all the dog shit in the yard. All the neighbors were out there talking 911. "We got 20 people eating the dog shit out of this yard," and they only they ate like a muffin, something like that. I got the creation of UFOs. Another one, the bad one. Oh, this old grandma. She came in, ordered just a simple egg. I did that. I put my special sauce, a little bit of good mushroom on it, a dash of some ping. I don't want to say that. I don't want that done that way. A dash of marijuana, and got it all set. A little muffin set aside with some good other things, and like a vegetable peyote salad. I don't know how else to put it. And I gave it to her. Uh, we're living in my bunker now. It's gone. The town. I don't know what she created, but there's no town left. And I even fed her the food. And I made her go deal with the demons she created. And I'm hiding in my bunker. Now, my bunker upstairs in my room. The town is gone. They created UFOs. The silly rabbits. Yep. The ones the kids love, so soft and cuddly. Well, they are going to come for you. Yeah. And thanks, Pamela. Lots of luck. Uh, Working on it. It's been a while since I've done my comedy. I hope to get better. If you want to watch some of my past shows, I'm Edward Page. A lot of it's under Cafe Del Loco. I'm going to sign off here in a couple minutes. Is there anything? Uh, Westerly skies. We saw you. Okay, I believe that. I saw UFO about my 21st birthday. Rabbit foot wine. No, I don't do animals with wine. It's toe jam whiskey. You toe jam whiskey. Russians toe jam is some of the best. They have survived with very little washing and been very clean and healthy for centuries. And if you get their, especially their low level military, if you can get their feet in a couple gallons of even mediocre whiskey for an hour, and they haven't been washing and been taking care of themselves. I want it healthy. Sometimes 6, 8 months. Oh God, what a kick! What a taste! It just one shot, and you might recover in a week. And there is almost no headache, no body pain. But man, your bosses, everybody hates you. Yeah. Toe jam whiskey. Russians, as far as I can tell, are the best. Yeah. As far as Asians, they got real good toe jam too. They keep them, but they're too clean. But in that way, it has good clean flavor. But in Russians, is doesn't really. You have to. It's an acquired taste. Most people think, oh, not a Russian, I drink it. Yeah. No, the Asian food are like, oh God, what a good taste, but kind of a kick. Now, the ones I like the Russians. I like feet. I like foot jam, human. The ones I really, really, really like are not animal, are not in this or that. I got to make double sure. Wish I had the scanner, but it broke. We got to get the magic hat on for this. I got to get the magic hat coming up. Be quiet. Yeah. Uh, if suddenly everything in the planet goes offline, or not offline, but the power shuts down, it's that much of a secret. The God himself might not want you to know. I'm getting the magic hat. Problem with the magic hat, it's not doing very well. We'll be fixing this here soon. It's why I'm not wearing it. It's not doing very well. The magic hat. Got to be safe before I reveal this. Yep. What was I talking about? I put the hat on. I think Satan, whoever is controlling my mind. Oh, I'm glad you're coming loud and clear now. Good, good. Ah, now I was talking about revealing something. Who was controlling my mind? It was something fairly important. No, it wasn't. Please remind me, because I forgot what I was going to announce. Yeah, no Animal Jam. They have rights. And if we were to do Animal Jam, it'd probably be deadly to us. And when we spilled it, if you think UFOs being created were bad, oh, it'd be a lot worse. There'd be drunk cows, there'd be drunk dogs, drunk cats, drunk spiders, drunk everything. You never know where they might crawl when we're around, what they would do. They might learn how to drive cars, get jobs, put the human race out of business. No, no, Animal Jam. No. Barefoot hippies. They are the best ones. Yep. Barefoot hippies. I remember it now. Thank you, sure. I was trying to remember it. It's kind of why I put on the magic hat. But I kind of got to be careful because I want it repaired before it breaks. And I got a friend that can do that for me. Jam up, jelly tight. Ooh, I'd like to do that with you. A little bit of jelly, a mouth, and it takes love to a degree to really get me to want to get hard, to tell you the truth. But Pamela, you're beautiful in that sense, and thank you for joining us. But I do like it on bottom. That way, if there's a problem, uh, I can say she had control, and number two, you were more relaxed and enjoy it more. On that note, and that really makes me enjoy it. I like it when they enjoy it. Jam up and jelly tight. Well, yeah, the barefoot hippies, they are the best, but there's a problem with hippies. There is. They virtually never take showers. Ever. And if they've been too long, it can be really corrosive on almost nothing will eat glass, and this will deteriorate glass. So sulfuric acid won't burn glass. You put a 80-year-old hippie's foot in whiskey, and then you put it in glass. You might have it contained for 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Thank you, Pamela. EU, you can leave if you like. I'm sorry you won't come back. EU, I am Vulgaretti. It announces my name. You were asked me to join you on Facebook. You want to end me? Well, no, number two. EU. Oh, EW. I understand. Have a good one, Pamela. I apologize. Barefoot hippies. Yep. Oh, Pamela, if you're still there, my objective is you will be back, okay? Thank you for being hilarious, and you don't want me to make a pass at you, I won't, okay? Or I'll do it instant, person to person, other than on the YouTube, because that is live. Oh, okay. Well, come back. I'm trying to do live shows right now to get a little bit popular every night at 7 o'clock. Okay? It's been 45 minutes. I'm shutting down. Uh, but yes, the best one are, thank you, Shar, because I did forget, are the hippies. But beware, you want the proper hippie chug jam. Yep. And the proper whiskey. And the last note is, not exactly my joke. This is a variation of a joke I heard. So, what do you call a hippie or a deadhead without a girlfriend? You call them homeless, jobless, and drinking, smoking, and nothing else. Nothing. I don't want the clap. I would like to, but I've never been there. I try to keep my blood clean in case I do have a kid, and I chose not to. And uh, thanks, everybody. Gonna take my hat off carefully. Getting that time. Uh, Shar and Jason, thank you. Tomorrow night I will be on live at 7 o'clock approximately. A half hour before, depending to 7, I should start to a half hour after. So if you can't make it there exactly on time, I try to be on for an hour. Pamela, you're invited too. Thank you. Bye bye. I'm off. Have a good night. Later. I'll be on Facebook and things here in a little while. Need to do the actor thing and just relax for 10 minutes. I'll be around.